Yeah, this could be a grind here. We're going to go to our, I believe, is this Sia's stage? I always forget.
Yeah,
what the
this
name
is
of it
deep sea diving.
There we go. Shout out Sia. That character rules.
Do you see the 4 trade things just pop up?
Yeah, that's like that happened in the match earlier, and it took me. I was trying so hard not to laugh.
Trade. I'm actually surprised they went with Deep Sea here. I think in the last Flash Fever, they like only played on extended, which we've been seeing a lot today.
Yeah, it's been very heavy extended today for sure. So I guess that mono platform must be of some sort of importance to both sides here. And it makes a lot of sense. You know, whoever is going to be able to like stake their respective projectile under that platform, it's going to give them a lot of agency.
Totally.
In how the other player is going to approach. So
it basically gives you a tent for center stage, right? It's like once you get stage control, you can kind of cover a lot of options just by standing underneath that center platform. And as we see here now, LuckyWhammy taking advantage of just that very thing, throwing out all these projectiles and chainsaws and keeping SnessFresh off the stage very effectively right now. Okay, Sness just made it back, but is actually opting to stay off stage just to get some damage here from the zoning tornadoes.
Yep, those tornadoes are obviously going to be a crucial part to the offense here. You know, that secondary attack that they give off, you know, will at least, from what it looks like, will interact with Rust, will interact with the bush, with Grandma. So it's going to put a little bit of a wrinkle in LuckyWhammy's projectile camping game, though. Ooh.
I feel like SnessFresh was like getting edge guarded so much that he was just like, you know what, I'm just going to stay on the ledge then and camp you from there. But LuckyWhammy taking the first stock in this match, and SnessFresh with the quick answer as soon as I say that.
And that's huge. It's any sort of matchup against projectile zoners. Being able to close the gap is so important, and we've seen how LuckyWhammy is not afraid to just grind it out, you know, play the long game. So, you know, great awareness there from SnessFresh to capitalize on that window to get a KO there.
Absolutely. Okay, we're SnessFresh still not taking any damage on this stock yet. Really taking a commanding control of the stage. Oh, finally took their first hit, but, you know, 4%'s nothing in the book of Flash Party.
Yeah, no, that is certainly a drop in the pan right now. So LuckyWhammy trying to get something going here. And again, we've seen that Lan is a character that can also play the long game as well. You know, all it takes is that one conversion. You know, that dash attack, the up air. It feels like when you get hit by either of those moves, you could pay for it with your life. So
yeah, and Whammy is going to need more than these 4% hits if they want to keep this up.
Right, able to get around. The dash attack not going to get a follow-up. Rust's just going to show up and get some shots in.
Here we go. LuckyWhammy finally starting to get a grip here, but is gripped instead by Lan and thrown the hell out of here.
Yeah, sometimes you get a grip, and sometimes the grip gets you back. So
get a grip.
Alrighty, let's see if LuckyWhammy can run the gauntlet here. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see how Sness is going to adapt. He can easily play the slow game here. He's got the stock lead with a decent percent difference as well. But Whammy trying really hard to not give him that opportunity to set up camp.
Okay, able to get past the ledge there. And immediately just gracefully floats to the other side.
That's right.
Poking through the stage with the up air. And again, just gonna steady diet of tornadoes and you know, just these huge distorted hitboxes. You know, obviously recognizing the situation right now. I think there's still maybe a little bit too much time left on the clock for the clock to be a factor here. I think this game will reach its natural end, but you know, again, SnessFresh not giving any sort of an inch here to LuckyWhammy.
That's right, and we see Whammy was only briefly able to make it back to the stage before getting whipped right off, but manages to survive that back throw. Not quite enough percent just yet. But SnessFresh definitely in the commanding position here. And that'll do it. That's a classic land confirm. You're going to see a lot from that tornado, especially with the projectile hit into the dash attack. One of Land's most reliable kill confirm options, which is really useful at the ledge, which is where Land wants you. So good stuff to SnessFresh taking game one.
Yeah, again, we expected this to be sort of a barn burner, a real game of cat and mouse on either side. There's going to be SnessFresh that comes out on top there. And we're in top 8 now, folks, so we are in best of 5 territory here. So LuckyWhammy is going to have a couple more games, to get things right here. Again, that's not anything went inherently wrong in that match. It's just kind of tough when especially going up against Lamb, when you can get camped back just as hard, from a safer distance.
Yeah, I feel like the ebb and flow of this matchup is pretty interesting, because both Chili and Lan, once they actually find their opening, have pretty solid aggressive options as well. They're not purely zoners, right? Like LuckyWhammy with a chainsaw is kind of a scary sight. Okay, yeah, there we go. I keep getting amazed by just how low Chili can go off stage. I keep getting juked. I know she can go very, very low, but I always think LuckyWhammy just gets a little too far down there, and then he still comes back, so proving me wrong.
There's like 3 or 4 characters in this game where I'm just like, there's no way I can make this back, right? And then lo and behold, you do, so...
Yeah, Chili is definitely... her vertical recovery is just absolutely nuts. And honestly, the drift she gets from it horizontally, too, isn't that bad.
Yeah, seriously. All right. Once again, the projectile warfare is coming out strong here. The steady diet of tornadoes, that up air through the ledge is going to sort of snuff any sort of offense the LuckyWhammy's looking for here.
Yeah, the amount of things on screen in this matchup at any given time is pretty wild.
Yeah. It's sort of like it gives the same energy as like SpongeBob's brain when they're trying to find out what his name is. Also, the screen hasn't changed on the Twitch side. Oh,
thank you. This is what happens when you're doing both commentary and stream.
Brother, as you're preaching to the choir, you have no idea.
That's all right. They're both on their first stock, so.
Yeah. It's as if nothing has happened here.
That's right. But there we go, just in time to see that first KO.
There we go. We were just saving that for you guys.
That's right. Building up the suspense.
Every time LuckyWhammy gets that, it just feels so calculated, but also like so disrespectful at the same time. Like,
I know there's something about that. I think Quackers was saying it earlier. Just like, even though it's an optimal choice, it just feels disrespectful.
Yeah. It's giving big like Peach. Oh, like did I win? Energy?
Yeah.
Like,
did I win?
Yeah, I hate her so much.
Well, SnessFresh managing to get a stock here and putting on some good percent now. Basically an even game here. Oh, great read following LuckyWhammy there for the forward air.
Yeah, excellent catch right there. So now we're back on an even stock game here. Every time, man, I get so scared.
I know.
But then I know. But they come back every time. It's just like, why do I get so worried?
It's crazy how like between Chili being able to go that far off stage and then Lan launching her to like the very top of the screen with Tornado. It's like, this character can go anywhere.
Yeah, so much whiplash. Somebody check on their neck. they must be in pain.
You're gonna need a neck brace after this.
That's what I'm saying. I need a neck brace right now, honestly.
Honestly, I could probably use one too. My shoulders are not feeling great right now.
Screaming.
Okay, the pretty even pace here. Oh, both exactly at 110%.
Yeah, deadlocked at the moment, but being broken momentarily. Right now is LuckyWhammy trying to get back into the game here. We do have the super grab on deck. It's been a non-factor so far. It might be kind of hard to pull off considering how disinterested SnessFresh is in engaging up close when he doesn't have to.
That's right, and yeah, Lan is slippery, and a LuckyWhammy there messing up the recovery, which you hate to see. Now giving SnessFresh the advantage.
Yeah, you never want to give away free stocks like this, especially in these, matchups that can be on the slower side that might result in some any sort of thing you can do to keep the game in your own hands. Try to prevent. Oh God,
Great call out from Whammy.
that was sick.
That was exactly
That was
what he
so
needed
cool.
to get back into this game.
Yeah,
Only taking on
excellent stuff right there.
6% on their last stock. Looking good for both players here.
Yep, that's exactly the sort of equalizer you needed in a situation like that. Yes, you messed up your recovery the first time. Now give yourself the opportunity to get that stock back. So.
Okay, I think the clock might become a variable here. They're both at pretty low percents, and we're almost at the minute mark. Unless SnessFresh can make something happen here.
Yeah, we do have the super grab online, so that could potentially be a win condition here for LuckyWhammy. But
Ooh, Sness put on a lot of percent just now.
Yeah, so now the ebb and flow of the timeout shifts back into LuckyWhammy's side of now you're going to have to put on some offense here, which is, again, hard to ask of a character that is primarily a projectile zoner.
Yeah. And as we know, Sness not afraid to just fly around, but still keeping a good balance of camping out while still getting in those combo hits. It's been a really, a good balance between both play styles that I'm seeing from SnS here. But now as we're about to hit that 10-second mark, Whammy's got to find like a forward air or something to bring this home. Otherwise, SnS is literally running away with it.
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen here.
There you go.
Yep, there we go. The time game favored land right there. LuckyWhammy going to go down 0-2 here. One game to figure this out. So.
Yeah, and that game was looking much better for Whammy. I think they definitely could bring this back, but it's gonna be a long battle either way.
It's tough, man. It's tough. When these sort of matchups, again, when both characters, have sort of the same win conditions, every percent matters. Every inch you allow your opponent to take matters.
And
so
they're both on the same team, so they both know each other how they play pretty well.
Yeah, this is going to be a real bruise to someone's ego.
Hey,
we'll have that on top here. What can I say? Airline food. Airline food, baby.
Well, I think Chili might need some airline food for how long they've been stuck in the air here.
The worst sandwich of your life. Or a bag of peanuts if you're lucky.
All right. Do you choose the cookie or the pretzels on flights?
Oh, I'm a pretzel guy. I like a pretzel.
Interesting. It really varies for me. I think I normally will go for the cookie, but every now and then I need that little extra salt. Oh man.
Depends on the airline sometimes too.
LuckyWhammy.
Like if they got
looking
little shrimp waffle.
Yeah. Oh, those waffles are good too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, LuckyWhammy, we were just saying, really needs to, kind of keep the momentum they had from that previous game. But SnS here is not given an inch. Taking the first stock in the first minute.
Yep, and only 8% to show for it on LuckyWhammy's side, Cam. We mentioned how these sort of matchups where you're most likely going to go to distance, every percent matters, and that is not the sort of start you want to get off to here in the game 3. And there we go. It's just SnessFresh is shooting free throws in the gym right now.
Yeah, the dominance being put on display is kind of nuts. Oh no!
Wow.
You hate to see it.
That is tragic.
And SnS adding insult to injury with the emote there.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
A properly timed emote.
Yeah, this is... I don't want to count out Whammy quite yet, but I don't know if this is doable, honestly. Just with SnS's has such solid play. Trying to take 3 stocks in 4 minutes against your 1 and at the forbidden 69%. Oh my goodness. The 3 stock coming from SnS here, closing out the set. with absolute dominance. That was an insane game 3.
Zoink, Scoob. That was a tough one for sure. But like you said, Cam, a dominant game 3 victory there for SnessFresh.